close to the front deck.
Check it out.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see if I can get the presentation going. Here we go.
Oh, nice shirt, Mr. B. That's just like Coach Valancourt.
Okay, can everyone see the presentation on your screen?
Yes, we can.
Alright, sounds good. It's just a little bit quiet there on your end, Chris, so if you could get maybe them to speak a little bit louder or a little bit closer to the mic when we start, that would be great. Or I can just turn my headset up too.
That's probably going to work best.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't have
Yep, no problem. Alright, yeah, if everyone is ready, I'm good to start whenever.
Whenever then.
Alright. Okay, here we go. So, first off, hi guys, welcome back. Wanted to do a quick recap from last time. It's been a couple weeks, so I wanted to quickly ask you guys what we thought about the last session on self-awareness, and in particular, if you guys had any like takeaways that you thought were helpful from last time. What do you guys remember?
That was him asking you guys a question.
Yeah, anything at all. It could be that it was the worst session ever. It could be that it was really helpful. Whatever you guys remember from 2 weeks ago now.
It was pretty helpful. Pretty helpful, yeah.
Very helpful. Can you give an example, perhaps?
Yeah.
Specific details.
Specific details. Nicholas, tell us, how was that helpful? Give a specific detail here.
And I barely remember that time.
Oh my goodness.
Hands up, even using the breathing technique.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
So like when you get totally destroyed, you use the breathing technique to like recover.
All of that.
No.
Yeah, I heard from Chris too. Some of you guys used the breathing exercise, so it was quite helpful. Yeah, I think it's that's a particular tool, especially when you're losing or when you feel frustrated. That's helpful to let us reset and maintain composure from last time. So I'm glad you guys liked it. Is there anything from last time you guys were not sure or confused about, or like this doesn't really help?
Hey, Coach, just a quick little thing. I think maybe your mic positioning. Sometimes we're hearing you, sometimes we're not.
Okay. Hello. Is that good? Maybe I keep it a bit closer.
So far, so good.
So far, so good,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, just now I was just asking if there's things from last session that you guys were confused about or you didn't find helpful at all. Some questions for me.
Okay.
Very helpful. Good, thank you.
Nice. Well, that's great. And part of the reason why I wanted to ask you guys is that, well, for this week, we're going to be focusing on communication. And I mentioned last time that having a strong self-awareness is the foundation of building skills off of that, so communication included. And in particular, why communication is so tied with self-awareness is especially for single-player games. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Mario Kart is like a single player, like you compete as a single solo player, right?
We've been doing a lot of 1v1s.
Yeah. So it's still, yeah, so you're not always playing with the team. So self-talk, communicating, learning how to communicate with yourself and not being too harsh with yourself, especially when you know you're frustrated or not playing well, that's a very, very crucial pillar of communication. So yeah, wanted to start us off on that note, and then we're going to move on to the actual meat of our communication session.
Does he? Is it just if it?
Yeah.
Is
From
this? It's too soon. So communication. I like to tell people that communication is an extension of us being aware of ourselves, but also our surroundings, our teammates. We have to understand not only how we're feeling in specific in-game moments, but also try to empathize and understand how our teammates are feeling as well. Because especially if you play a game where you have teammates, like if you know that they're feeling frustrated, you're going to behave and talk a little bit differently than you know that they're feeling confident and playing well. So It's important to recognize that communication is also not just us using our words. It also includes nonverbals like tone, our body language, how loud we're speaking. If I'm speaking like really loud into the mic like this, you're going to feel a little bit different than if I'm much more quiet and calm and saying the same thing, right? And another important thing is I think a lot of times people assume communication is just speaking, just the speaking part, but it's actually more of like a transaction. So listening always starts before you can respond and think about what you're going to say, how you respond to your teammates. So being proactive in terms of speaking, but also making sure you're listening and gathering all the information that your teammates or your coaches or the people around you are giving you. And silence can be a form of communication too. It's important to understand that we don't want to clutter our comms. We don't want to bombard our teammates with information that may or may not be useful. That's giving an extra step that our teammates need to filter through in their brains. Oh, like, is what is being said really helpful to me? Like, do I need to think about this right now? So making sure we're being concise and proactive with calls and encouragement, especially after a mistake or during a really stressful like game and race. And then I have a quick example
Is it just-
here. Oh,
Does he? Is it just if
can you
it?
guys hear the video?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it's okay if you guys don't see it. I just wanted to play a clip of this is actually like a segment of communication from a tournament that I played. So I just want you guys to chill for a little bit and listen. It's a 1-minute clip, so just try to listen to what's being said. I think there are no bad words in this. I hope so, but just sorry in advance. But try your best to listen. I know most of you probably may not have played or watched League before, so just try to listen to what's being said. Okay.
Before.
Definitely. Don't look at me, Nick.
Yeah, I had a story there last year to the bottom.
Does he? Is it just if it?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't push next wave in time. I'm
You
making
guys
the
can
time.
hear the video fine.
Yeah.
Richard has no TP. I mean, we might have to just back and then run back out to the Otacon side.
That's what I'm doing right now. I get my Dawn Core off that.
Nice.
I just have to perma hover.
I mean, if we rush this, we're winning, right?
I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm not there.
No, we have to leave. We have to get out.
Um,
Rosa might be dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All good.
Rosa? Like,
We need to fight this one.
Do we just give?
We-
Okay.
we- I don't know if we can fight this.
I think we have to.
I don't know how we do it.
Nice.
It's hard.
Bubble to
I just have the front line. Yeah. It's hard. Oh, Anacon's doing a lot of damage to them. We can just play so no Mondo ult. No Mondo ult. Yeah. So, oh, watch out. It's okay. I'm zoning. They can't.
You know what?
nice. Nice.
Anacon is 1v9.
Nice.
Mono. No.
Just kill Mono. First Mono.
Get it.
We have
Oh
excitement.
my god.
Just take.
Oh my god. With the Archon shredded so many of the resistance is nice.
Holy shit, well played, Shredder.
Nice.
Well played, Samson.
That's my bad. There's bad words near the end. But so the purpose of that is I wanted to ask you guys what are your initial thoughts about that? Like, does that sound similar to situations in your guys' games, or do you think it's good communication? It wasn't very good. You couldn't tell what's going on. What are some initial thoughts here?
take a second, guys.
Yeah, take a minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
What would you hear that was good? What would you hear that was maybe less good? I'm calling to it random in a second.
Yeah, break up and share. I'll give you about, 30 seconds to talk.
Yeah, 30 seconds to a minute.
All right.
You guys could hear that okay, right? I have one more video.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 out of 4 then.
Oh, hey, you actually showed up. Oh, wow, you didn't notice that? Are you too busy on your phone?
Speaking of communication,
Yeah.
We're doing a pretty good communication.
Just like no, you don't need to apologize to mid-match, right? Yeah, mid-match. Yeah, when you're going match, you say while.
Yes, earlier.
Nothing else. You do your apologies after. Like,
When did you get
sorry guys.
Very close.
Usually everyone
Yeah, if I can't just have plain yogurt. I need fruit in my yogurt. All right, guys. So, let's see what you got. Let's see some hands. Anyone have anything they'd like to share?
Yep, anything at all.
I heard that was good.
All right, Seamus, what do you got?
Good.
Hey.
What do you got?
What do you take away from the video, or what are your experiences?
I think it was the talking over each other was the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can't really hear something when someone's like blathering over another.
Why is that a problem?
Because if you're trying to have a conversation with another person, like communicate with someone else,
Mhm.
and then another person barges in and starts saying stuff over you, you think the other person's going to be able to focus on your words specifically?
Very nice. Okay.
That's perfect.
Mohammed.
I found it's like even though most of what we were hearing was like sounded like complete nonsense, they all understood what each other was saying, like using all the terms and stuff from like League, I'm assuming. Right? It's
Zoning.
Johnny, using some of the jargon, using definitions that understand. Okay, yeah.
I just like how they're not like going over top of each other like every single second.
Okay.
Just not
Yeah.
battering.
All right. Yeah. Any other observations before we pick it up and move on?
I was wondering about the repeating themselves. Like they'd be like, yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
Or like, you know, like the
Yeah.
triple, saying the same thing 3 times. I don't know if is that a lead thing or what, but
No,
That
that's why I actually put this as an example, because I don't think we were doing a good job communicating. So I was opening it up to you guys, seeing what you guys thought we did wrong. But yes, you guys are all of your answers are really good. I think like from my perspective, this was not an example of great communication. It was a bit cluttered, and we were all saying like giving our ideas, but we weren't encouraging each other or saying, sure, like this was great. I agree with what you're doing. And why I put this here is because if we're okay to move on, the activity that I want to share with you guys and like a specific tool that I think would help with communication is the idea of mirroring or confirming each other's calls. So if you noticed in the clip I showed, a lot of us were saying ideas or calling targets or saying something, but the rest of us were either saying our own thing over the top or not acknowledging what was being said. And that's a really easy way to lead to overcluttered comms because everyone just keeps talking, which leads to confusion. And then, I mean, as you guys probably all know, if you're confused in terms of communication, it's very hard to play and execute well in whatever game you're playing. So I wanted to give you guys a practical tool for mirroring and confirming. And what it basically means is when one of your teammates give a call, you're basically checking with them to make sure that you tell them you understand and also offer any ideas. For example, if you're watching a flank in Valorant, if one of your teammates say, oh, someone's flanking A, you said, okay, I'm helping flank on, watching flank on A now. Maybe not the best example, Valorant is not my game, but you get what I mean. Basically, instead of saying nothing, you're telling them, okay, I heard you, and this is what I want to do about it. So it helps reinforce what your teammates is saying, their information that they're giving you, and also gives direction to the rest of your teammates as well, in case they didn't hear it. So I have examples on your handout. If you can see, it's on the bottom right corner. And I think I want you guys all to know, especially since Mario Kart is like more of a 1v1 game, you can also do this with yourself. It doesn't just have to be your teammates. For example, if you make a mistake in a round or a race, you can always give yourselves like confirm your own calls, like what you're gonna do for next time. Reframe your thoughts that you're thinking to yourself. It doesn't always have to be teammates, and it also doesn't always have to be in game either. Like it can help in out of game situations too. So some of the components that are important in this is obviously active listening. You have to actually listen and be able to pick up on the information your teammates or whoever is giving you before you can respond. And it's also about gathering and processing that information and then speaking or telling them what you're going to do about it or that you understood them. And again, communication is a two-way street. So both the listening and the speaking components are really, really important here. And yeah, for the activity, going to ask you guys to form pairs, so 2 to 3 people ideally with someone sitting close to you. and then I want you guys to start with one person making an in-game call out. It could be in Mario Kart or whatever game you're comfortable with. It can also just be like you're saying something that's not in-game related, and then your partner will confirm or echo the call, and then we're gonna swap roles and try again the other way. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Makes sense.
For the purposes of this, you can pretend you're playing doubles in Smash, or you can pretend you're doing doubles racing in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Either one. Yeah.
And I'm happy if you guys like switch the game for the other way too. Like it doesn't have to be all from the same game. Yeah.
Okay, so down here, let's play.
All right, guys, go ahead. You guys have everyone paired up here. Begin.
Michael and Jackson taking it very seriously.
Yeah, I know. The points above me now. I don't want to worry about what we're very on.
Bowser's pushing.
Yeah.
Bowser's pushing third.
Exactly.
Affirmative. Firing green shells backwards.
Really fun with that. You gotta, you're like edge guarding, and you're like, yeah, edge guarding. You're like,
How's that edging?
that is like,
Okay, so.
a little bit different. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there we are. It is on Thursday.
Just tell me where it is.
All right, give you another 35 seconds. Maybe 36. Why are you shooting shots?
Dude, I don't know if that's a call. Yeah, it's really cool. And this is like, yeah. I about this like in Paris. Cool clothes everywhere, but great club.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You want to pull some people for examples, maybe?
Yeah, let's start back. Here, Cassie, what do you guys come up with?
We're talking about the communication with like Mario Kart, like encouraging each other.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see an example.
You do really good. Sorry, you did great.
And then Maria could mirror that. Yeah, I am doing really great.
Yeah, two-way.
Behind you and hide the red shell.
There you go. That's a good one. All right, and then you'd repeat it back. You'd be like, "Oh, guy behind me with the red shell." Mohammed, yeah. Mohammed and Nick, I take it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see an example.
Okay, so we were talking about like Smash Mario Kart. An example for Mario Kart is like Nick pulls a shot, for example, and I'm like, in 6 or 7s, I could like fall behind, get an item to make me immune to the shock. So then when he hits the shock, I'm not affected with the race. So I get the speed ahead with my invincibility item.
That's really cool. Can you give an example of you communicating that? You two communicating that, mirroring it back and forth, confirming what each other said.
You just said you got a shock.
Yeah, shock.
Okay, got a shock. I'm falling back from 6 to try and get a dodge item.
You just want to say 6, 7, don't you?
No. I swear. Exactly. I swear to God, it wasn't 6, 7. I swear to God, it wasn't 6, 7.
I'd like to point out that it's affecting
All right.
What places they can.
Yeah. Third place, 6, 7.
Yeah.
All right. What?
You and Ethan? What do you guys got?
You want to say
You both have to say it. You're mirroring.
Yeah, it goes both ways, guys. Like both of you guys will be saying something.
Yeah, we were just thinking of different words we'd use in Fortnite or Team Fortress.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Oh no, I died. Okay, Ethan's died. We should probably go push him right now since he's probably low. I'm dead, so I can't do anything except try to run away.
you probably want to figure out a situation where you could communicate. Like for example, you might say something like, okay, we need to push right now, and the other person would say, okay, pushing now, and that would be an example of mirroring.
Yeah.
Mirroring.
But like letting your teammates know if you're dead is also fine. Like it's also pretty important. Then your teammates can also figure out, okay, like what are we gonna do instead. So that one's definitely helpful too.
Looking forward to it. Well, guys have not.
Okay.
Roger that.
You guys have one?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we have one.
Okay, go ahead.
So this one comes from War Thunder. There's enemy tank all the way at 8 points, and we have to take it down. There's a tank all the way at 8 points, we should take down.
Okay, I'm on the side of the map. I'm gonna try to flank. I'm pretty sure there's people coming, our group coming in from where you are. Just fall back, group up, and they'll be able to help you until I get there. Get to the flank.
All right, thank you.
Very detailed.
Yeah, that was a great example. Yeah.
Fine.
So yeah, I mean, okay. Any last examples before we move on?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, I hope you guys can all like see why this is quite helpful in terms of keeping the comms clear and also giving your teammates clarity about what to do, like what's coming next in terms of that information process and information gathering in real time, especially during like a stressful situation where you're in the middle of a race or something is like someone's flanking you if it's in the FPS game. I have this little question on the side. I'm sure you guys will all be able to figure this out. So why do you think echoing is important, or how is it helpful? What's the main benefit?
Why is it important? Take a minute, think about it, guys. Why is echoing important?
4 options up there.
Yeah, the 4 options up there.
Make comms more lively and the game more exciting.
All right.
Objectives. Give comms-
Hold on, we'll call in a second. I'll call on you first. We got the hand up.
No, it's obviously D. It's obviously D.
He looks like a good option. Jackson, what do you think? There's options, yeah. But if you have an option off the top end, so what do you say?
I don't know if I can't read anything up there. Letting your teammate know that you understand and acknowledge their color.
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right. Thank you. That was a great answer. Let's get some people, some other people. What do you think it would be? Yeah.
Option B.
Option B. Say why.
Because like all of the others are like, making it a bit more like exciting, or just like giving other people responsibility to do stuff, or like showing off cool things and not actually like helping out your teammates with the game.
Okay. Good stuff.
I could argue like C could also be a good answer, even though it's not like it's only covering a small part of the whole communicating perspective in like a game. It's still a good idea. It still covers like shifting responsibility to teammates. It's still a thing that usually happens in between games.
There's definitely a time and place for that, for sure.
Excellent. Anyone else have any choices that they would?
I mean, it doesn't even have to be one of the answers. You can just say, oh, like when you were doing the activity just now, what you thought was helpful. Like, how did you feel actually mirroring or giving the call-outs and hearing your teammates respond? Like, how did that make you feel? Well, I guess as much as you can, like in that hypothetical situation.
Yeah, you got another one? Let's go.
It sort of makes me like understand like what the point is, and then like I can understand of how to like address it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
yeah,
good.
That's great. Okay. Yeah. Any last answers? We can move on.
All right, let's move on, I guess.
All right. Yeah. Well, so the correct answer was B, but I do see your point. Like shifting your responsibility to your teammates is part of it, but the main goal of this type of call is to confirm the objectives and also give confidence and clarity to your team. Like it gives your team a direction if someone is making a call, and they instantly hear the feedback. Oh yes, I heard that, I understood that, and I'm with you on this. Or how about we do this to address the issue instead? So. I really like the point about understanding your teammates, like where they're coming from better too. That's actually going to be my next point if we go next slide. So quick thing about empathy, I'm sure you guys have all heard it before, but understanding our teammates and why they might be feeling a certain way or making a certain play is a crucial part of communication as well, so that we know how we can respond and what we can say to them to help them maintain their composure or to help them reset, or if they're playing well, encouraging them to keep that up. They're doing a real great job. And more from last time, once we develop our strong self-awareness habits, we can then move on to use communication and especially this mirroring echoing tool as a way to help encourage our teammates and build up confidence in terms of like the whole team. So instead of just you being aware and happy with the way you're playing, you can sort of spread that influence, that positive influence to the whole team through these positive communication habits. So I have a few C's here. It's also on your handout. So I think it's important that you keep the communication clear and concise, and that's helpful in terms of building confidence. You saw an example of a bit of a cluttered comms earlier for my example, and I hope you guys can recognize that when you're doing these mirroring callouts, it's not necessarily about how much information you're receiving or giving back, but it's about being clear with it, being intentional with it, saying something that you actually mean, you actually intend and can do, instead of just saying, okay, I heard you for the sake of saying, okay, I heard you, right? And then a few more things to consider specifically when it comes to when you can tell some of your teammates might not be as confident or they're having a difficult time in the game. What might be some things you want to say to your teammates in the game or after a round who might not be as confident? You can see that they're not playing up to their usual standards. And how can we get our team to refocus after a really difficult fight round when something went wrong? And then lastly, are there things we can do to help our teammates be more aware if they're missing certain pieces of information without clogging up the comms? So 3 quick questions here. I think take another minute to go over with each other. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Just a few ideas.
All right, guys. Talk to a partner. Consider those points up there. We'll come back to you in about a minute.
Yep.
Top one, probably something like, looks like a skill issue.
Oh, yeah.
I would say, okay, Nick.
Maybe not that
Yeah, I would use that one.
That's why we're going a little bit long, by the way.
It's all good. We haven't done a slow start because I forgot I had to go into Google Meets and open it up.
No worries.
One way to get it.
I'd say maybe like
You're right. Skill issue is one.
yeah, exactly. It's just long. Exactly.
Oh my God.
How can we get a team to refocus on behind? Bro, that's one game.
That was my not. I didn't see ice.
Another chance to prove yourself right. Show that you're fine.
I think there was one fight we basically won where I just get red, someone with hit, and went down.
Okay, maybe another 15 seconds, and then some answers.
I'm not gonna
Crushing out is not gonna help clog out comms, bro.
That is definitely not gonna help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Any ideas? Could be something small, could be anything.
All right, guys, your turn.
Top one. What are you guys going to say to somebody who's just had a rough game?
Yeah.
Zach, what would you say?
We bought this, or
Yeah, that's generally encouraging. It's on the right track.
Something encouraging.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Like what Zachary said, you got this.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Let's say it's Muhammad. He just came like 16 from Mario Kart.
Okay.
How would you feel?
I don't think that's possible.
It's not.
It must be more often.
Okay.
All right, Ethan, what do you got? What do you got? It's going to help somebody build it back up.
You're better than me,
Okay.
so you shouldn't.
You just weren't that round.
Normally when I say to him is you and then proceed to steal all from
He always
from
does
his
it,
kills.
I swear.
Probably.
He knows I mean well when I say that.
Okay. Maria, Cassie, what do you guys got?
Like to cheer them on and like make the cheer them on or like tell them to do better next round. You got this.
Excellent. What about the second one, guys? So, in your conversations, who found some sort of answer, came up, discussed perhaps, how we can get our team to refocus after a difficult fight or round or interaction? Yeah.
Maybe give them like a little bit of a break to like, think of like what they should do next.
Yeah. In fact, what could you maybe do during that break?
Discuss the plans.
Oh,
right, for the breathing.
You could even do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good thinking, you
That is really, yeah, he got it. What else? What are some other things? So we did talk about take a break, maybe do some breathing. Yeah, what you got, Mohammed?
Me personally, I find it like a good idea to just like, let the past be the past and like get a drink of cold water. Like every time I play a game, I always have like a drink of water next to me when I'm personally like at home, when I'm trying to rank up. I know I'm gonna lose, so I have a drink of cold water just to like, hopefully, calm down.
Excellent.
And you're going to be talking to yourself, encouraging yourself to let the last game go too, right? So in a team environment or by yourself, it's always the same. Like if something was difficult, you made a mistake, well, acknowledge it, right? Be honest, but move on. Like the next round, next game is the next game.
How about the third point? Let's get to things we can do to help our teammates be aware without clogging the comms. Yeah.
Make all your calls short, sweet, and to the point.
That's actually really
That's
good.
perfect. Yep.
It's one of the 3 C's on here.
Yep. Being concise and being clear, that's perfect. And also mirroring and confirming the calls, right? Like making sure all of your teammates know what's being said and what the plan is.
All right. Any other inputs?
No, I think those answers are great. We can go ahead and move on. This is the last slide. I need to pause the video again. Hang on. So, we covered the differences when you guys mirrored, or I guess like, did you guys feel any differences when you were mirroring and confirming the calls compared to if there was just silence or your teammates just said okay to you? How would you feel when your teammates just said okay or they said nothing compared to when they actively mirrored or confirmed your call?
One fella was just like talking to a wall.
Because that did happen in the example I showed earlier. Definitely, there like all 5 of us were just felt like talking to ourselves at some point, even though we were all talking. Yeah, so I think the point of mirroring and confirming, a big part of it is just making sure you clarify and also confirm the information. Like, don't just assume all of your teammates know what's going to happen. So a big part of communication is being proactive and also being intentional. So you're always trying to listen and also speak with like a purpose, like a goal in mind, with confidence, and of course keeping things clear but helpful as well. And it's about finding the balance, right? Like we never want to have our comms being all cluttered where no one can hear anything, like no idea what's going on. But it's also important to not be silent and be sort of over communicative when it comes to making important calls, making the calls that actually matter, like saying the things to your teammates, encouraging them, making sure your team is on the same page, because that takes a lot of effort from everyone, right? Like if you're a team of 5, if only 2 people are trying to communicate proactively, it's going to end up not being the most ideal situation. So this is especially true when it comes to stressful situations in game. So the ability to be self-aware and reflect that awareness in your communication in the way you approach it with your teammates, that's the big step from being just a good communicator to a great communicator. And I don't know if you guys play basketball at all, but here's a quick example of what I mean by over-communicating, being like overly talkative in comms, but everything has a purpose. So again, if you guys don't play basketball, don't worry, it's just like the way he's speaking and like what the actual call outs are that he's saying.
We gotta talk! We gotta talk! Fight yourself, Dom! Hey, watch it, Dom, watch it. Over talk, man, let's over talk. Over talk. I'm low, man. I'm low, man. We got tags. Tag out. I'm on now. My ball. I'm in. Hey, I got your help. I'm here. I'm low. In the gap. My ball. Hey, ball. I'm in the gap. Hey, I'm low, man. You good, Kimber? Go. Hey, oh, no. Yo, that's the talk, though. At that kick, yo, I'm going. Way to talk, fellas. It's just gonna take some time, that's all. It's gonna take some time. We on it. For sure, we good. We gotta get out of our minds on offense. Like, offense, we gonna score. We move the ball, we play together, we gonna score. We gotta get stopped, bro. That gotta be in our mind. We gotta get stopped every time down.
Every chance you get.
Every time down, we gotta get stopped. We get a turnover, we do something, we have a bad possession on offense, we gotta get a stop. Let's work.
Okay, so so that's just a quick example of it does sound like he's repeating himself a lot, and it does sound like he's saying a lot of things that maybe his teammates already know, but he's making sure he's confirming with his team just the simple things, and he wants his teammates to execute that right. And it will sound like a little bit of over communication, but it's about finding the balance. And at the end of the day, if your teammates are understanding you, and if your teammates are confirming your calls, and you're being encouraging to your teammates with how active you are, how proactive you are with speaking and listening, that's the important part to making sure your whole team is connected.
All right, that's all the time we have. Coach Mean, the bell this way?
Yep.
So thank you so much, you guys. Join me in thank you, Coach Mean, for sharing.
Yeah, just really quickly before you go, if you guys have some time before the next session, I just want you to practice mirroring or confirming at least like 3 callouts and try to bring some examples before our next session. Okay, it could be any game or it could be even in real life too.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
See you next time.
Have to review mirroring with them.
What's that?
Have to review mirroring with them.